here we're looking at one of the few examples of consequences of the Black Death being linked together. So here we go. Lords were losing a lot of money due to there being less freemen. Less freemen meant that the remaining freemen were more valuable. The lords needed people to work for them. This meant that, look at that, this meant that a couple of times. Lords were offering more and more wages to freemen because other lords wanted them too. In the end, lords were losing all this money to get people to work for them. You see how those two things are all linked together? The lords losing money, the freemen's gaining money, all because so many people had died. Linked in together. And what's amazing is it's got, my favourite connective. You can see how it helps you develop your answer. Get this in your green pen answers. Well done, this person. So this is a fantastic bit of explanation. You can use this paragraph to help you with your green pen. So it's the last question, and it's asking about the cause of the Peasants' Revolt. Now, to improve this, it could have said another cause of the Peasants' Revolt was, but it sort of jumped straight in. Even though the poll tax was one of the main reasons for the Peasants' Revolt, another was the war with France. So actually, so you can use this paragraph to help you with your own green pen. It starts off by introducing the topic in the paragraph. Even though the poll tax was one of the main reasons for the Peasants' Revolt, another was the war with France. This is what this person's going to talk about in their paragraph. This was because, explanation, because. It's a good word to be using. Can you get that in yours? When everyone was taxed, it would go to the Lord, who would pass it on to the king. This was when people got angry. When the king got it, he would use the money to pay for things like weapons to help with the war with France. However, develop it in a little bit further, so some people are stopped here without explaining why did this actually cause the revolt. Well, however, we were losing the war with France. So, now that word "so" is so important because that connects things together. We were losing the war with France, so the peasants thought their money was going down the drain and they could have used it in better ways. And they were angry, and this helped to cause a peasants' revolt. Would have been a little bit of an extra bit on the end, but hey, this is brilliant because you see it's got, here it is, because, however, and so. That's three different ways to develop a paragraph. And so that's one for you to think of. You can use this to help you to do your green pen. You can steal sections of it if you like, steal little words from it, and well done if this is yours. Here's a little snippet of explanation from somebody else using my favourite connective. Another reason is the fact the king enforced a law called the Statute of Labourers Act, which forbid freemen from getting paid more than they did before the Black Death. This meant that they were very angry at the king and his greedy advisors. This meant that bit. It's brilliant. See if you can get it into your... Well, this is another great example of separating your work into paragraphs, but also explaining things. Again, you can use this. Use this to help you do your own. Another reason the Peasants' Revolt was because of famous priest John Ball. He believed that everyone was equal and the rich shouldn't have power over the peasants. This message spread quickly to many peasants because he was a priest, and then it develops, it explains. In those times, people were very religious and thought if you didn't listen to the priest, you would go to hell. This meant that, love it, many people were inspired to be angry and listen to this man, who has influenced them to be angry. This meant the peasants were influenced to be angry and started a revolt. What an amazing explanation. I wouldn't put subtitles between your paragraphs, but that's tiny, that's not going to lose anybody any marks at this stage in year 7. But this as a paragraph, absolutely fantastic. It makes me very happy.